So as a reward for you spending this time on the webinar with me today, I've got an exclusive webinar only special offer just for you. In this webinar, I showed you the foundation of how you go from having a hazy marketing plan to crystal clarity where you know exactly what to do. We also saw how you can take an automated sales funnel, which is going to take complete strangers and turn them into lifelong paying clients. And lastly, we looked at how you can implement a large part of your sales funnel by outsourcing so that you can easily go from preparation to implementation so that you don't have to worry about things like lack of time or technical expertise. So you may be thinking, well, that's great, but how can I actually get everything done? So I want to show you how I can help you to get your sales funnel up and running in the next 40 days or so that you can start filling your calendar with all of the paid consultations that you can handle. Now, I know that we covered a lot in today's webinar and you might be feeling just a little bit overwhelmed, but you now know what to do. And so what I want to do now is to show you how to do it. Not only that, but I want to make sure that I'm right beside you every single step of the way to make sure that your client generating sales funnel actually goes live so that you can generate regular clients into your practice every single month. So I've got a program that's very, very simple, and it's designed to have your high converting sales funnel live within 40 days so that you can get a minimum of 2 up to maybe 5 or even more consultations. And those are paid consultations booked every single month. So let me show you how it works. The core training runs over 4 weeks, plus there's a bonus 5th week so that you've got time to actually implement everything. So week 1 is all about working out exactly who your ideal client is. Now, I can tell you this, of everything that I teach, this is without doubt the single most important gift that I can give you. We're going to dive deep into the 5 areas that we spoke about today. So firstly, we're going to show you how to pick your ideal niche. Then we're going to map out all of the demographics so we get that profile whacked so that you know exactly who they are. Then we're going to cover the many, many ways to find them. After this one session alone, you are never ever going to have to worry about where your next client is going to come from because you're going to have access to more clients than you can probably handle right now. I'm also going to show you how to get into the mind of your ideal clients. And we're going to do that by discovering their pains and their gains. So even though you probably already instinctively know how to answer all of these questions, you may need to just find 1 or 2 pieces of information that's missing. And of course, at the end of this, you need to write a complete profile of your ideal client. And I'm going to show you how to find this information by doing both online and offline research to discover all of the answers that may just be missing. In week 2 is where we design your entire funnel. Now, it is vitally important that your funnel is congruent to ensure that your prospects move all the way through the entire funnel to take advantage of the consultation that you're going to offer them at the end of the day. So I'm going to show you how to easily create both your lead magnet and your tripwire offer. And I'm going to give you a number of different options to choose from, as well as showing you how to get them completed. I'm also going to give you templates so that you can quickly create world-class copy for your squeeze page and your authority positioning page that we spoke about. In week 3, we're going to delve into the powerful world of email marketing. So I'm going to show you how to craft a world-class email follow-up system that's going to help you to convert your prospects into paying clients on autopilot. This is also the week that I'm going to introduce you to the technology. Now, I've got no doubt that you're going to be pleasantly surprised at just how easy it is to set up your sales funnel, which includes, of course, all of your pages, those are your web pages, and, of course, your email follow-up system. Week 4 is all about implementation. Now, even though we cover the marketing platform in week 3, I'm going to show you how to outsource the technical stuff in week 4. You can, of course, do it yourself, or you can get one of your staff members to do it if you prefer that option. We'll cover some key traffic sources that will fill your funnel with ideal prospects. Again, you can do this on your own, or I'm going to show you how to outsource it. Outsourcing really is the missing piece for you to essentially get your entire funnel up online and to get it running on autopilot so that the only involvement from you is going to be when you're conducting those consultations and signing up new clients. Week 5 will be a question and answer session. So this is going to be your big opportunity to smooth out any last minute issues that you might have. And this is going to be important so that we can ensure that your sales funnel goes live. I also have a few other surprises for you in week 5, but you're going to have to wait until then to find out what they are. So let's do a quick recap of what you're going to get in this 5-week sales funnel fast track program. So week 1, we're going to identify your ideal clients so that you can fill your practice with higher paying clients that value your service. This is valued at 5,000 Rand. Now remember, my normal one-on-one coaching price is 2,500 Rand now, if you can even get any time with me at this point in time because I'm so busy. In week 2, we're going to design your congruent ideal sales funnel that's going to ensure that your prospects effortlessly go all the way through your sales funnel so that they end up paying you for the consultation in the right frame of mind, ready to buy. So that's also valued at 5,000 Rand. Then in week 3, this is all about email marketing, and this is how we're going to move people through your funnel when they get stuck along the way. And I'm also going to show you how to profit from these subscribers for years and years to come. This is also valued at 5,000 Rand. Week 4 is all about implementation. So after identifying the right traffic source for you, I'm going to show you how to get someone else to do the work for you of getting your sales funnel up and live and also driving the traffic, and you won't believe the prices that you can actually get this done for. And this, of course, is also valued at 5,000 Rand. And of course, week 5 is the bonus week where I'm actually going to cover any questions that you may have, as well as a few more surprises that I have for you. And honestly, this is the bit that's really going to get you to the finish line. So honestly, this piece is really priceless. So that is going to give you a total value of 20,000 Rand. Now you might be thinking that you can't get started with this because you're not a technology buff. Well, let me tell you, that would be a huge mistake, because you don't have to be a technology guru. In fact, to be honest with you, it's actually probably better that you're not a technology guru. You see, the tech that we're going to use is so simple that you could use it if you had to. I don't want you to, but you could use it if you had to. So just to make sure that there are no tech issues for you to worry about, as a bonus, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 2 different pre-built sales funnels that are already configured. Okay, so you don't even have to do anything. There's no tech to do. All you've got to do is get your outsource or your staff to literally change the generic details that are on that sales funnel to your particular details. And I'm going to literally load these ready-to-go funnels into your personal marketing platform so that you'll virtually have nothing to do. This bonus alone is probably worth 5 times the price of this entire program. Your customized funnel will literally take you no longer than a day to get live. To go with your sales funnel, I'm also going to give you my personal email autoresponder sequence that I use in my own business. All you've got to do is to change out my information for yours. Okay? You almost don't even have to think about it to have a very high converting follow-up email sequence. So just to recap again, you're going to get the 5 weeks of live webinars with me where we're going to define your ideal client, we're going to build out your ideal sales funnel, we're going to create an email marketing system for you that converts prospects into clients, and then we're going to establish the best traffic source for you. Lastly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to get everything outsourced. So we're going to get rid of all that time-consuming stuff and all of those technical issues that you may have. We're going to send that to somebody else. And this is all valued at over 20,000 Rand. Then we're going to add to that 2 pre-built funnels with a value of 10,000 Rand that I'm simply going to drop into your personal platform. Then I'm going to give you my personal email sequence valued at 5,000 Rand, and that brings this total package up to a value of 35,000 Rand. You know, I remember how long it took me to find out which sales funnels actually worked and how to pick the right type of lead magnet and the right tripwire and how to actually write the sales copy for the funnel. It literally took me years and years of investment and thousands of dollars. Yes, I didn't pay rands, I paid US dollars, real money, and I'm really packaging this all up for you today in one simple, easy-to-go system. I'm also going to give you another bonus. I'm going to give you a copy of my best-selling book called Sales and Clients on Tap. You'll be able to use this book as a quick reference guide should you quickly need a refresher on anything that we cover in the course. It also covers some advanced topics that you can implement to get even better results from your sales funnel once your first funnel goes live. And I sell this book every day for 300 Rand. I'm also going to give you a copy of my home study course called Sales and Clients on Tap. And of course, it's based on the same book. Essentially, in fact, it's actually the book in video format. It's always easier to actually see things visually, especially when you're learning something new for the first time. The next 6 hours are probably the most important, or certainly one of the most important trainings I've ever created. In this case study, I'm going to show you exactly how I created an information product, much like I'm going to teach you to do, and then how I created an automated sales funnel that increases my prospect list and my customer base, and of course brings me sales on autopilot. You're going to essentially be able to look over my shoulder as I explain to you exactly how I do everything. So you can actually get into my mind and you can see how I think. But honestly, the most valuable part of this training is actually the detailed look at exactly how I went about identifying my ideal client. This is so comprehensive that I actually ended up with a description of my ideal client, which is 3 typed pages long. Okay, I can honestly tell you this is probably worth the price of the entire program just on its own. So let's just recap once again what we're getting. It's the 5-week live webinar course valued at 20,000 Rand. I'm going to give you those 2 pre-configured funnels, which I'm going to drop directly into your personal marketing platform, valued at 10,000 Rand. I'll give you my personal email follow-up sequence, my high-converting email sequence valued at 5,000 Rand. I'll give you a copy of my best-selling book that I sell every day for 300 bucks, and the home study version of that, which sells for 7,500 Rand. And of course, that is going to give you a total value now of this package being 42,800 Rand. Now, obviously, I'm not going to charge you 42,800 Rand. But if I did charge you 42,800 Rand, and all this did was to give you just one automated sales funnel online that you could drive traffic to any time that you needed to get 3 to 5 new paid consultations, not just consultations, paid consultations a month, and those new clients actually approached you, would that be worth 42,800 Rand? And if all it did was to help you to define your ideal client so that you could make sure that you only got premium clients coming to you as opposed to going to your competitors, would that be worth 42,800 Rand? And if all it did was to show you how to outsource tasks that you either hate or that are just not worth your time doing, and that saved you, let's say, a minimum of just 5 hours a week, would that be worth it? Now, when deciding on how to price this program, I actually had two choices. You see, my first option was to go as cheap as possible, but the real problem with this is that it wouldn't incentivize me to actually stack on the value for you. So I decided to go with the second option, which, as you've probably guessed, is a little bit more expensive, and so the investment's going to be a little bit more. But in exchange for that, I can now dedicate a lot more time and energy and resources to helping to guarantee your success, and you'll see what I mean in just a moment. So let me ask you a quick question. How much would just one funnel be worth that got you just one single client per year, okay? Not one per month, just one per year. Write that down on a piece of paper. Would that be 5,000 Rand a year, 10,000 Rand a year, 30,000 Rand a year, or even more? How much would you pay for a funnel that you knew would get you at least one new consultation client every single month worth 30 to maybe 300,000 Rand per year or more? You can probably see why people actually pay me tens of thousands of rands to help them to create winning sales funnels, because it's not a cost, it's actually an investment. So you can see why this is a good deal at 42,800 Rand. And in the very near future, it's going to be 10,000 bucks just for the recordings of the webinars that you're going to get to go through live. And that's going to be without the bonuses. You're going to get the special deal today just because you've invested the time to join me on this webinar, and I love action takers. So you can, believe it or not, join this entire elite program for just one single payment of 4,999 Rand. So if you want to take advantage of that, simply go to my site, and you're going to want to go to the URL, which is regularclients.com/beta. That's regularclients.com/beta. Now, just so that I can put this in perspective for you, if I build a sales funnel for you, which I'll gladly do, by the way, if you want me to, it's going to cost you a minimum of 60,000 Rand. But if you're an action taker and you sign up on this webinar today, you can get full access to this entire program for one low price of 4,999 Rand. Seems that you now have two choices. So you can either go back to the office knowing that you've earned your CPD credits while doing nothing new, but then of course you're guaranteed to keep getting the same results that you've got up until now. So you're going to be no better off in the client generation department, and nothing's really going to change in your practice. Or, of course, you can make this small one-time investment in your practice to build a sales funnel that's going to generate consistent paid consultations for you every single month. This is going to allow you to take firm control over your practice growth while putting in an automated system which is going to generate paid consultations without any involvement from you. This is genuinely the easiest way to free up some time and to dramatically increase the value of your practice. So sign up today, and if you don't like it for any reason, and I don't care if it's 29 days, 23 hours, and 59 minutes from the start date of the course, just let me know and I'll give you your money back. It's really as simple as that. But here's the key. You don't have to make the decision today. You can make that decision in the future when we actually start the course. So that means that you're going to be getting the 5-week live webinar course valued at 20,000 Rand. You'll get the 2 pre-configured funnels dropped directly into your personal marketing platform valued at 10,000 Rand. You'll get my personal automated email sequence valued at 5,000 Rand. A copy of my best-selling book, Sales and Clients on Tap, valued at 300 bucks. You're also going to get the home study version of that, which sells for 7,500 Rand, giving you a total value of 42,800 bucks. And of course, to lock that in, just go and grab your seat for 4,999 Rand by going to regularclients.com/beta. So you're probably thinking to yourself, what's the catch? Is there a catch? Well, yes, there is. The catch is that there are only 10 slots available at this price. That's the reason it's priced so inexpensively, because this is what is known as a beta program. So I hate to tell you this, but you're kind of going to be my guinea pigs, if you like. And it's not that the program doesn't work. It's just that I need you to help me to iron out any of the kinks that are in the process, because remember, I want to create a digital version of this process, and I always like to have something that's tried and tested, but I'm going to be in the trenches with you every single step of the way. So this means that you can actually be one of the few people, as you're going to see, only 10 slots available, that actually get to work with me personally on this program. Everybody else is just going to have to live with the video version. But here's the really, really good news, okay? If you are one of the first 10 people to book a slot on this Sales Funnel Fast Start training program, there's one more priceless bonus that I have for you. And that is that I am going to be working with you personally for each of the 5 weeks on the program. Okay, this is how it's going to work. So after the group sessions where I teach you everything, you're going to have to go back and do a little bit of homework, and that's going to be required to get you to the next level. Before the next week, but only after you've done your homework, I'm going to meet with you live on Skype for 30 minutes to iron out any issues that you might have. You see, I found that sometimes all you need is for one small thing to be cleared up before you can actually move your funnel to the next level. And this is what I want to make sure I'm there to help you every single step of the way. I want there to be absolutely no reason whatsoever that you cannot get your sales funnel live in the next 40 days. Now, from a pure price perspective, that's got a value of $6,250. But from experience, I can promise you that this piece here is absolutely priceless. This may actually be the difference between you getting your sales funnel up live and not actually getting your sales funnel up at all. That is how important and how valuable this personal time with me can be. So here's a final recap of everything that you get. Remember, there's the 5-week live webinar training course valued at 20 grand. We'll give you the 2 pre-configured funnels, which will drop directly into your personal marketing platform, valued at 10,000 rand. I'll give you my personal automated email sequence, valued at 5 grand. You'll get a copy of my best-selling book, Sales and Clients on Tap, valued at $300, and the home study version, which is selling every single day at $7,500. You'll get those 5 30-minute live one-on-one sessions with me, valued at 6,250 rand, and this is bringing this total value of this package up to $49,050. Now remember, there's only 10 slots available. So if you want to lock them in, one of those 10 slots for just 4,999 rand, you better hurry on, go to regularclients.com/beta. So the program is actually going to kick off on the 15th of May 2019, and this is going to be every Wednesday for 5 weeks, finishing on Wednesday the 12th. And that is because in South Africa, we have our elections on Wednesday the 8th, so we're really only going to start after that. And of course, we have the silly season going on in South Africa, so it doesn't make any sense to start before that. So I'm going to confirm the times of the program later, depending on where in the world the beta testers are located. So I do a lot of work into the US and Canada as well as South Africa. So in the US and Canada, it's probably going to be morning time for you, which is going to be in the afternoon, probably standard South African time. But you cannot enroll directly today. Yep, you heard that right. I'm sorry, but you can't enroll directly today. And here's why. I need to ensure the success of this program because I'm building out the perfect program. As you've seen, I'm going to sell it for 10,000 rand a throw. So it's very important that I get this right. And I want to make sure that you are a good fit in this program. Okay, there is just no way that you can fail on this program. You have to succeed. That's how important it is. And of course, because the dates are so far into the future, and I say that obviously depending on when you're watching this webinar, I'm considering opening up 3 to 5 spots for one-on-one coaching prior to the starting date. And the reason is because I've actually had a few requests from people that I've actually just mentioned this program to sort of casually in passing. And they said, well, can't I get on and train with you one-on-one? And the answer is maybe. We're considering that. So remember, there's only 10 slots available for the beta program on a first-come, first-served basis. If the demand's there, we'll consider adding 3 to a maximum of 5 spots where I'll give you dedicated one-on-one coaching before the beta program kicks off. So if you're lucky enough to get onto that and we do it, that'll be me probably spending 2.5 hours with you every single week and literally holding your hand and taking you all the way through. So if you know that this is the right opportunity for you, do yourself a favor, don't delay. Just go to regularclients.com/beta to secure your slot right now. Now, to secure one of the limited spots, I want you to jump onto a strategy call with me, right? And this is going to be priceless whether you join the program or not. And I'm going to answer questions like whether we have a connection, right? You got to see if you can work with me, and I got to get a good feel about you to see if you're going to be a good fit for this program, as I've already explained. Now, whether this system is right for you or not, it doesn't matter. I'm going to help you with something that is, but obviously we've got to see whether you're going to be a good fit for this program. Then we have to see whether the right timing is present in your business, because it might be the right program, but just the wrong time. We'll also see how we're going to get it done. So if this is not the right program for you, I'm going to give you advice on what the right program is, and I'll tell you obviously what needs to be done. And of course, I'm going to give you an indication of what to expect cost-wise, and cost means both time and money. So we're going to start off by looking at where your business is right now. And I've got to say that I find most accountants have never really had clarity on this. And the last time they critically looked at their business was years ago, if at all. So this is going to be me guiding you through a very focused 1-hour session so that you get to work on your business as opposed to in it. And we're going to consider things like cash flow, client flow, and of course, your available time. Then what we're going to do is we're going to just look into the future, maybe 6 to 12 months from today, and see where you want to be. And this is going to help you to understand your business And what I'm going to be able to do is to design the best type of funnel that's going to work for your particular circumstances. Now, if I don't think that this program is right for you, I'm going to suggest a different course of action that I think is going to be right for you at this point in time in your practice. So when you leave the strategy session, you're going to have a plan in place of what to do next, how to get your practice to the next level where you really want to grow it. Obviously, if you're part of the program, it's fairly simple. If you're not, I'm going to give you a plan that you can leave with. Now, my normal one-off consulting hourly charge is R2,500 per hour. However, you can get total clarity on your future business growth and whether you would like me to help you to implement your perfect sales funnel to get a minimum of 2 paid consultations every month for just R500 today. So just so you know, if you get onto the beta program or you get onto one of those 3 to 5 private slots, if we do open them up, this R500 is going to be credited against that. So instead of paying R5,000, you'll pay 4,500 or technically 4,499 Rand. So remember, there's only 10 slots available, plus potentially 3 to 5 coaching slots. And this is probably going to be the only time that you're going to get to work with me personally on this program. So if you know this is right, jump on, book that call with me right away, or you're going to kick yourself. So it's regularclients.com/beta. I'm also going to be giving everybody who jumps onto the 1 hour strategy call with me a copy of my international best-selling book written specifically for the profession called Accounting Clients on Tap, which you're going to get to keep, right? Regardless of whether you end up on the program or not. This is really just my way of saying thank you for considering to be part of this exciting beta program. So regardless of whether you end up on the program or not, this is going to be, I promise you, the most important hour that you're going to spend working on your business this entire year because of that guided process that I'm going to actually take you through. So if you go to regularclients.com/beta right now and the offer is no longer available, well, I'm sorry about that. Just accept my apologies because I'm not quite sure when you're going to be watching this webinar. But there are only 10 slots available. If you see a buy button, well, that's great. Congratulations. You know you're one of the 10 lucky beta testers and go ahead and book live. If you are too late, okay, don't just despair. What I want you to do is to send me an email or to phone me. And you can see my contact details are there on the slide at the moment. So should you want to get hold of me for any reason whatsoever, please feel free to call me. You've got all my details. You've got my mobile. You've got my email address, james@regularclients.com. That's my personal email address. I answer it, nobody else. And if you want to hit me up on Skype, that's james.malfetus. I can't wait to see you on the beta program. I hope that you're going to jump on board. In order to do that, you've got to go to regularclients.com/beta to book your slot right now. So until I see you on one of those calls and on the program itself, this is James Malfetus saying thanks for joining me, and I'll see you real soon.